Okay, so James Gunn's Superman came out not too long ago, and honestly, I absolutely love this movie. Like, this movie was basically everything I wanted out of a Superman movie. Now, to be honest, I was never really the biggest Superman fan before this movie. Like, I had nothing against the character, I thought he was cool. I didn't really think it was the most interesting superhero out there. But I was still excited for the movie because I thought he looked cool. I was excited for a new DC universe, especially led by James Gunn, because I have never really been disappointed with any comic book movie James Gunn has made. I think he has made some great comic book movies. And I was of course excited for a new DC universe because the last one was not great, honestly. But yeah, this movie actually made me love Superman. He might be one of my favorite superheroes now, because I absolutely love him now. And I loved David Cornsweet's Superman in this movie. I thought his acting was honestly great. I think he did an amazing job as both Superman and Clark Kent. I will say one thing though, I do wish we got a little more of Clark Kent in the movie. Like, we got a lot of Superman, which I'm not complaining about, but we got very little of Clark Kent, and I just wish we got a little more of that. But again, this movie has a lot of stuff going on. And speaking of a lot of stuff going on, one thing I was worried about with this movie is I was kind of worried that it was going to be overstuffed, because like with the trailers and stuff, they were like showing like the Justice Gang, Ultraman, the Engineer, a giant ass kaiju. Like, I was getting worried that they were introducing like too many characters in this movie and that it was going to be overstuffed. But honestly, I thought a lot of these characters were handled really well. Like, yeah, I wish Hawkgirl got a little more to do in the movie. Because yeah, I think she's cool, but I just didn't really get to know the character that much in this movie because yeah, she didn't really do that much in the movie and didn't have that big of a role, but I am expecting her to get fleshed out a little more in the future of the DCU. Because like, yeah, one thing you have to remember is that this is like the first movie in the DCU, so a lot of these characters like Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, they're probably gonna appear sometime in the future of the DCU. Like Guy Gardner, for example, we know that he's gonna appear in the Green Lantern show, so we know that he's gonna appear in the future. Okay, so let me just talk a little more about the characters. So honestly, I really like the characters in this. Like, of course, Superman was great, honestly. He was like pretty much a perfect Superman in my opinion. Like, we see him go out of his way to like save people, and that's stuff I love about Superman. Like, that's one thing I really liked about the original Christopher Reeve Superman. It's like showing him just saving people. Like, I kind of like that about Superman, just showing him save people. And here we see him like in battles and stuff go out of his way to save people. And I really enjoy that. And of course, with other characters like Guy Gardner, I really enjoyed Guy Gardner. He's like a douchebag, but like a fun kind of douchebag, and I'm really excited to see more of him in the Green Lantern show. As I said with Hawkgirl, didn't really find her that interesting, but I hope we get to see more of her because I want her more fleshed out. And also Mr. Terrific, he was honestly a big highlight of this movie. He was an MVP. I absolutely loved Mr. Terrific in this movie. And I'm really glad they had him in the movie because I honestly didn't know who he was before this movie came out. And I really hope he becomes a lot more popular because I loved him so much. Like, his personality, he had like a lot of memorable and funny lines, honestly. And he honestly had a really cool fight scene. But I'll talk about the fight scenes in this movie later on in the video. And for other characters, we have Lois Lane, which I thought they did her pretty well. Like, a big highlight of Lois's character was like that interview between her and Clark. Because like, it shows that even though they're a couple, she does not hold back with like the questioning. Because she's really challenging him with these questions, and I just love it. It just feels so much like Lois, to be honest. I also really enjoyed like Ultraman. Like, yeah, Ultraman didn't have that much of a personality, but I still think he was cool at least. Same with the Engineer. She was pretty cool. I didn't really get that attached to the Engineer, to be honest, but I think she was really cool and had some really cool powers. We also had Metamorpho, which I really enjoyed in this movie. Metamorpho was great, honestly. I thought he was such a fun character with some really cool powers, and I really hope that we get to see him in the future. Like, we also have Ma and Pa Kent, and yeah, we didn't get them that much. I do wish we got them a little more, but I feel like the scenes we had with them were honestly really good. I think they did Ma and Pa Kent really well, with them being like these really nice people and Pa Kent like giving a lot of this wisdom to Clark. I really enjoyed that scene where like Pa Kent is like talking to Clark. Like, I thought that scene was just really great. And finally, for Lex Luthor. I honestly thought Lex Luthor was a big highlight in this movie. Like, he's just a professional hater, and I love it. That is what I love about Lex Luthor. He just hates Superman. He'll do anything to kill Superman. And I just loved how much Lex just hates Superman. And I also really liked how smart Lex Luthor felt in this movie. Like, he had a lot of these plans that pretty much felt foolproof. And yeah, I just love how much Lex hates Superman in this movie. It is honestly so great. Lex was honestly such a big highlight of this movie. Every scene he was in was just so good. It was so good just because of how much of a hater he is. Oh, and I almost forgot, we have Crypto as well in the movie. I thought Crypto was fun. I don't really have that much to say about Crypto, I just thought it was fun. And I will also say the fight scenes in this movie were absolutely amazing in my opinion. I think this movie had some amazing fight scenes. Like, my personal favorite fight scene in the movie, which might also be my favorite part of the movie, was when Superman was fighting that big kaiju. I just had a big smile on my face throughout most of that fight. I thought it was so fun to just like see Superman fight like this big kaiju and also just saving people. I just love it. I love it. And also, one aspect I really love about this movie is that it just feels like a comic book. Like, this movie truly feels like a comic book with like the concepts and stuff that happens in the movie. And I also want to say, I really like Superman's suit in this movie. Like, when they first showed it off and like for a couple of months after, I was a bit iffy on this suit because I liked pretty much everything about it. It was just, I didn't really like the lines that much. I thought the lines kind of ruined the suit, but seeing it in action now, I honestly really enjoy the suit. Like, I really like the bright colors. I like the Superman logo on the back of the cape. That is one thing I always enjoy about Superman suits, when they have his logo on the back of the cape as well. I love the trunks. I just think the trunks add so much to Superman. I feel like a Superman suit without the trunks, it just feels wrong. It feels like something's missing there, to be honest. And honestly, I kind of enjoy that the suit feels a little loose and not skin tight. Because yeah, I do enjoy me some like skin tight Superman suits, kind of like in the comics and the Matt Reeves movies. But I did kind of enjoy how this one looked. But yeah, I kind of want to be moving on to spoilers now. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you don't want to get spoiled, please click off the video now and maybe watch the rest of the video after you've watched the movie. But yeah, now for some spoilers. So like, when it comes to the comic bookiness, Lex's Pocket Universe just felt so comic booky, honestly. And with like so much weird stuff, like the rage baiting monkeys in there, and that he has like a bunch of prisoners in his Pocket Universe and stuff, and like Baby Joey. It's so weird and comic booky, and honestly, I love it. I absolutely love it. I also really enjoyed like when the Justice Gang gets involved in like that kaiju fight. I really like how Superman didn't want to kill that kaiju, because like Superman, he of course doesn't want to kill. So like, I really like that detail where like he didn't even want to kill the big ass kaiju that was made in the lab. I don't remember if it was specified that it was made in a lab or not, but probably, Lex probably made that thing. And also, one thing is when Superman threw Ultraman in the black hole, I really hope Ultraman survives that, cause I feel like Superman wouldn't probably kill Ultraman, but I'm guessing he probably knew that Ultraman could probably survive the black hole. Maybe he'll just be trapped in there, and I think Ultraman is probably gonna come back as like a Bizarro Superman. That is just a theory though. I mean, I would like to see him back, and I wouldn't want him to die, because again, I don't feel like Superman would have killed him. But yeah, those were honestly all the spoilers I wanted to talk about. I guess I didn't really have that many spoilers I wanted to talk about, but yeah. So yeah, I honestly loved Superman. Dare I say that it's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time? It might be recency biased, honestly. Like, I've been loving this movie so far and I haven't stopped thinking about it. And this movie gave me so much hope for the future of the DCU. Like, I am so excited to see what the DCU will do in the future. If the DCU is gonna feel anything like this movie, then I am all on board for the DCU. And we're not gonna have to wait long until we get more DCU stuff. Peacemaker Season 2 is like right around the corner, and I am super excited for that. But yeah, I absolutely loved Superman. It has its flaws, it's definitely not perfect, but I personally really enjoyed that movie. But anyways, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about James Gunn's Superman? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!